Hey you guys, it's Rachel here. Oh my goodness, with Life of Senza. Welcome to my chicken army. What? I know it's messy in here. I've got to clean. It's what I'm up here to do is clean up. We got a vacuum. There's pine shavings all over this room. Luckily, we do have this fake flooring to protect the carpet, but I can just sweep it up. But here we are. So you'll kind of see what we got here. These are all Brahma chicks. These are partridge, light, partridge mixed, and blacks. They're cute. And they're doing really good. And these are my meat birds. These are jumbo Cornish crosses. There's like 25. I bought 25, but I think I got either 26 or 27. And these are for food. We gonna be eating these. I know that's pretty wild, but we are. I don't know that I would have been able to have done this had I not begun breeding chickens the way that I am now. I started breeding chickens after I had to move my dog breeding stuff, and we're still producing litters, but I'm using a whelping service now. Multiple, actually, which is totally fine because it frees up my time to do this because there's no rules against this. Now I will be getting my permit. That's not going to change, but anyway, but in the meantime, I'm doing this. So, well, I'm doing it all. But anyway, so the jumbo Cornish crosses, they are a hybrid specifically designed to grow really fast and have a ton of white meat. There's nothing else like them, no matter what anybody tells you. I've done a lot of research. There are other meat birds, but they are not going to have the amount of white meat that these guys do. And I'm not gonna lie, I actually like white meat more. I don't hate dark meat, but I really prefer white meat. I like the breast. That's like my favorite. And that's just how I am. So for me, I knew that these were the only way. One of the things that there's a couple things that have to be taken care of whenever you're working with these guys, and I've done a lot of research into that, and you really want to, because you cannot treat these guys like other chickens. That's a mistake a lot of people make. So like, for example, these birds, I feed them once a day. So whatever they get is whatever they get. And then at the end of the day, that's it. They don't eat during the night. That's all they get. Whenever I take them out, I will give them, I'm going to set up like a safe thing where I can free range them, and I'll still feed them this, but I will also be free ranging them. And so you don't want them to grow. It's kind of similar, oddly enough, to the Corso. You don't want them to grow too fast for their bones. Otherwise, they'll have leg issues, not be able to get up, things like that. So that's why I don't have them feeding all day. They're very lazy birds, which is my understanding. And so you do want to do things to get them to walk as well. So I'll probably put the food at one side of the pen. I'll probably put the water at the other side of the pen. That way they have to walk across. These are my newest batches of Brahmas. These are blacks, partridge, and light partridges again. And I think I also have some buff partridges in here. I think I have 2 buff partridges in here. But they're doing really well. They're very pretty. And I am going to start looking to sell them. I haven't really been doing a lot to place them out. I've just had them, but now it's getting, it's getting time. I wanted to also, like, because I am going to be breeding them, and so I wanted to get some good ones, but I was hoping to produce some blue partridges, and I have not produced a single one that I'm aware of. Now, I was told that you have, by one person, that you have to wait and see, and then another person told me no. So I don't really know, but all I can tell you is that I cannot tell, and I don't think that they are. I think that they're all, which is weird because I have a blue partridge rooster, a partridge hen, and a blue partridge hen. I'm pretty sure I do. I need to go look to be sure, but I'm pretty sure I do. And then I've got 2 dark Brahma hens. And I just would have thought for sure that I would have gotten at least some blues, and I'm literally perplexed. So there is that. Maybe I just need to look up more about the genetics of blue. See these 2 right here? Those 2 are the buff partridges. Can you go away, Mad Mortigan? You're in my face. And I'm gonna put those back to my buff. Well, if they're I have some buffs. I have some roosters. I have a rooster and 3 hens. So whatever those are, I'm gonna put those back to my buffs, whether they're roosters or hens, to better my buff line. So that's pretty cool. But anyway, so I have use for some of them, and then some of them will just go. Some of them I'll just sell. So, but I was really expecting a lot more blues, and it's not like the end of the world, but those are really the more desirable colors, and so I'm wanting to produce, to be able to move forward with my plans of chicken domination. But unfortunately, we're being held back at bay due to my lack of understanding of chicken genetics, but we will overcome. We shall. Oof. So I had some chickens in here, but I moved them outside, and I had some in here, but I moved them outside. Let's see, my whole. These were originally for whelping litters of puppies, but they work great for chickens. I'll show you guys. We'll go downstairs, and I'll show you guys what else I got. Okay, so these are the ones that were upstairs, and I've since moved them down here. These are, some of them are light partridges. It looks like I do have 1 blue down there. So I was wrong. I did produce a blue. That is my Splash Liege Fighter. I can tell these guys have the mites. I gotta spray them with the Electro PSP. Anyway, so they're looking pretty good. So a lot of these are mine and will not be going anywhere, but some of them are going to be available. So like these partridges, they'll go. But like this bird here will stay. These are laced cochins. They'll stay. And there's a gold laced, and then the silver laced. So they'll stay. And then I have the barred cochins. They'll stay. But the light Brahma, or the lights, I'll probably use, so like, see how this one right here doesn't have much. Basically, a light Brahma is normally white on the body, except for the tail and the neck. But since these have partridge, they have pattern on their body. And it's called penciling. And so there's one that doesn't have a lot. So I'll probably put her back into my lights and back into my light Brahmas, because that'll be easier to clean up. And kind of go from there. So yeah, these poor guys, they've definitely got mites. They're shaking their heads. I treated everybody else yesterday out at the barn, and they're doing really well. But these guys I haven't treated yet, so. But they're doing really good. So I've got these guys in the garaje, and my old puppy. I used to raise puppies in these too. And then we'll go out to the barn. Okay, so these are my chicks. Now, I will say that I just cleaned this out last night. These, this first batch of chickens had coccidia, and I've cleaned it out since then. I treated them, cleaned it out, and now I cleaned it out again for the second time afterwards. I'd spoken with somebody who I bought my cochins from, and asked him his opinion on, and he basically was like, look, coccidia lives in a humid, moist environment, so as long as it's super dry, it won't be able to take hold. And I was very happy to hear that. So I cleaned it out again, and everyone's been good here. So I went ahead and I moved these chicks out here. So all of these chicks here, these are from Blue Hour Poultry. They're dark Brahma, and they're basically bred to have super duper silver coloring, and to really kind of breed away from a lot of the tawny. A lot of these dark Brahma can have like some rusty brown tinge to their feathers, and so they're bred to not have that. Aside from that, no, don't. You always want to bite my feet. It's always you. You always. Yes, I see you. I see you looking at me, and you're always on my toes. No, leave my toes alone. That Splash Brahma hen is always going for my toes. Always. Anyway, so these guys are doing really well. These white birds, those are white Orpingtons. I got them for free with my dark Brahmas. And by the way, these guys are head shaking because I have not medicated them either. But there's a lot of diatomaceous earth in here, and I did put Electro PSP on the ground, so they're at least partially better. But anyway, but yeah, these guys are all, they're doing really good. These white Orpingtons, like I said, I got them for free. Ooh. With the dark Brahmas. And to me, they resemble meat chickens. So I'm going to do an experiment. I've seen people doing this. So basically, I've seen people, and what they do is they take, they'll take like French breasts, and they'll breed them to, or they'll try to breed them to their Cornish cross. Now, most Cornish cross don't live long enough to breed, but I'm wondering, I'm just gonna see if any of mine seem healthy enough, and if I can get it to the point of breeding, and then I have 2 white Orpington roosters, and I just want to see if I can start producing my own little meat chickens. So we'll see. I don't think a lot of people have tried it, but I want to try it. So anyway, but yeah, these are my other than the ones that are already practically adults. I mean, they're not laying yet, but they're out there. These guys are all looking really good. I did end up losing my lavender hen that wasn't doing well. I don't know what happened with her, but something happened, so. And she passed away. But luckily, I've got multiple lavender hens in here that I can put with my lavender rooster, and I do have a lavender hen that's already in there. So I've started free ranging all these other chickens again. I know they look horrible, but I think it was from the lice that they had, or the mites, or whatever it is. But I did spray them down really good, and that's why they're not sitting around just head shaking constantly. So, and I figured, whatever. Like, I have so many chickens right now that it kind of doesn't matter if I let these free range. There's quite a few little roosters in here too. They're all just barnyard mixes. You know what I mean? So we're talking Brahma and Blue Sapphire and Brahma and Australorp and Barred Rock and Easter Egger and Barred Rock and Blue Sapphire and Black Australorp and Rhode Island Red Brahma. Like, there's just a whole hodgepodge of mixes in here. So none of these birds really matter too much, if that makes sense. So I'm just letting them free range, letting them, do their job as chickens to eat pests, and yeah. So nice to have some free ranging chickens again, and I'll just maintain all of my, all the purebred ones that I have, all the ones that I'm working on, all of those will stay in. And I'll probably set up an area for them to be able to at least do some safe free ranging, but it isn't going to be like these guys where they're just allowed to go wherever they want. I won't be doing that. So, but yeah, that's about it. So on a side note, I've let my garden go, not on purpose. I have every intention of getting back to it this evening, but I've just been so tired. But I got reinvigorated because that, you can't see it, but that's a strawberry plant. And it had a strawberry on it, and it was only half red, you guys, just half red. And it was the sweetest strawberry I've ever had in my life. It was the best strawberry that I've ever had, and it wasn't even fully ripe. That's crazy. I think I will forever have strawberries. I don't know about you guys, but I can't tell you how many times I've been to the store and strawberries tasted like trash. Tart, not sweet at all. That was fantastic. I understand now why people like strawberries. So, anyway. Well, I'm going to let you guys go. Just wanted to show you guys what I've been up to. I've been working my dang tail off, man. Got everything mowed. I watered everything today. I'm airing out my rug. I may throw it away. I don't know. May get it cleaned. You have dogs, and they go and they be dogs, and then they lay on it, and you just get the smell of dog on it. Just that funky Fritos smell. It just stinks. And I was sitting on the couch, and I was like, man, I have a pretty strong sense of smell because I've got pretty bad vision. I have to wear contacts. I want to show you guys how good this rose is doing too, man. This thing is insane. And then I guess I should show you my cochins. So they're over here, taking over my chicken aviary. One of them, the rooster down there laying down, he has an eye infection right now that I've been treating. Hopefully it gets better. And his eyes are at least open. But I've been treating it now for, I think, 3 or 4 days, and usually I don't have to treat that long. So I don't really know. I don't know if that's what's going on or what. And I probably should reach out to the breeder and just be like, hey, what do you know what this is, how to treat it? See, there's the bad eye. No, you can't see it. He moved. I was hoping you could see the bad one. He had kind of turned his head around. See if he'll do it again. You can see how it's just kind of, I don't know. Come on, dude, turn your head around. Guess he's not going to. Anyway, and here's this beautiful yellow rose that I bought. I think it's called Golden Celebration. Oh, the smell, you guys, is it's like nothing you've ever had. And then oh my goodness. Jeez, I'm exhausted. I bought this pool. Don't talk to me. I bought this pool for the dogs whenever we play. I need to move it to the back. But you can see here, everything I planted is doing really well. And then over here as well. I've got to put these mulch bags in here. I was telling myself. I have this really horrible tendency to, like, want to do things, but then I completely underestimate how much time it takes to do them or energy, and then I like run out of energy. It's like I was doing all this gardening and now I have not touched the mulch, and I've got these, I'm still watering them and thank God they're okay, but I've got these hydrangeas that I need to put in, and they're beautiful. I love them, but yeah, I got to put those in. And anyway, I just haven't had the energy. So, I don't know. Came out here, watered everything. It's all looking really good. It really is. It's very pretty. I finally put the weeping red maple in, though you can hardly see the dang thing. Hopefully the leaves get redder. I feel like these have gotten redder, but I don't know. This thing's about to bloom right here. Starting to want to bloom. So that's pretty cool. I love this. This is so beautiful. These beautiful little purple little, I just love that. I love that. Looks like just little butterflies. So anyway, just wanted to show you guys that. I've gotta run some errands. But I sure do have a lot of, you know what? I need to that's what I need to do. I need to ask Reese. I need to ask one of her brothers to help me. I need to like literally pay them to come and help me do the work that needs to be done around here. Not, I don't have a lot, but like I need to move this stuff, and I just have a lot of cleanup to do. It's like every time we get it all done and then I add more, because I'm horrible like that. I just can't stop moving, can't stop doing. So anyway, well, that's enough of that. So hope y'all are having a good day. I'll talk at you later. Bye.